Welcome to this video, which is about investing in ETFs. Hello, I'm Peter Martin with Trading 212. In this series of videos about investing, we already looked at investing money in stocks. We're going to talk now about investing in another type of instrument. We're going to talk about investing in ETFs. So what is an ETF first of all? Well, ETF stands for Exchange Traded Fund. As the name suggests, it is a type of fund that trades on an exchange. It's a collective investment that holds assets, and an individual investor can put money into that and gain exposure to the assets that it holds. And in many ways that is similar to a mutual fund, another type of collective investment in which an individual investor can put money to gain exposure to its assets. A major difference though is that ETFs trade more like shares. There's continuous pricing when the exchange that they trade on is open, and you can buy and sell them throughout the day just like shares. There's a number of benefits that ETFs offer. Some of those are in common with mutual funds, such as easy access to a wide selection of markets or segments of markets that might otherwise be tricky to invest in. Let's say, for an example, that an individual investor noticed that a stock index in an emerging market has been performing well and they would like to put some money into that. If you would just, that individual investor was just to try and directly put that money into the emerging market by buying individual shares, they might find that there's a number of barriers to entry that makes it tricky to do so. But if there is an ETF that tries to track the index, and there are many ETFs that track many indices, it becomes very easy for the individual investor to put their money into that ETF, just like buying a share. And when we talk about comparing ETFs to mutual funds, there are actually some advantages that ETFs hold over mutual funds, and that is that typically the fees tend to be less for ETFs, and this is because mutual funds, when the individual investor deals with them, the actual mutual fund deals with them directly, whereas an ETF is set up by an ETF company who then effectively breaks up big chunks that are given, these are called creation units, to brokerage firms, and then the brokerage firms sell shares in these creation units or shares in the ETF, and it's the brokerage firms that deal with the individual investors, so that the ETF company doesn't deal with them and therefore has a lower associated cost and lower fees. Also, typically the taxes incurred by investors in ETFs tend to be lower than the taxes incurred for investors in mutual funds. Obviously you'd need to look at that on a case-by-case basis and consult with a tax professional if you wanted to know more. But let's take a look at Trading 212's platform to see how easy it is to make a transaction in an ETF. So here I am in Trading 212's trading platform, and I'm just going to click on the magnifying glass here at the top of the screen, and I've entered the search functionality. Now I could just type in a search term, but you'll also notice along the top we have some tabs here that will filter the instruments according to type. So on the far right we have ETFs, so if I click on that you can see just how many ETFs are available. If I scroll down, there's lots and lots there. Many are index trackers, but there are also fixed income ETFs and there's commodity ETFs. And the one that I want to look at is actually the MSCI Brazil ETF. So I'm going to type in the search box here, Brazil. And there we see what is available. And here's the one I'm looking for, the iShares MSCI Brazil. So I'm just going to click on Open Chart here. So it's an ETF. So as we were saying before, ETFs offer easy access to a wide selection of instruments that might otherwise be difficult to trade. So this one seeks to track the investment results of an index composed of Brazilian equity. So you're gaining targeted access to the Brazilian stock market, gaining exposure to large and mid-sized companies in Brazil. So to deal on this, I can just right click and click Open Detailed Trade Box, and I choose my quantity. I'm going to go for 100 units here. I'm all set to buy. I just click Confirm Buy, And there's my deal done, order executed. At the bottom of the screen I can see there's my 100 units of the iShares MSCI Brazil ETF. Now I am just in practice mode here, but the functionality would be exactly the same if I switched to real money. So you can see how easy that is, and with Trading 212 I'm dealing commission free. So that's how easy it is to buy an ETF using Trading 212's platform. And of course, when you do buy or sell ETFs using Trading 212, it is a commission-free dealing service. Well, I hope you enjoyed this little look at ETFs. If you did, please hit the thumbs up button and give us a like. Or if you've got any feedback, why not send us a message in the comments section. We do read through every comment that comes into us. And we're going to be uploading more of these investment videos on a regular basis. If you hit the alarm bell icon, you'll get a notification the next time we upload a new video. But that's all for this time from me, Peter Martin, and Trading 212. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time. Goodbye.